All right, guys. Hopefully you could hear me. We'll start in 1 minute. Start in 1 minute. All right. We'll start in 30 seconds. All right. Let's get started here. All right, now let's see. Where are we at in the markets? Well, we were in this downtrend, this purple downtrend, and then we fell into this megaphone pattern right here. Okay, and we got to our targets here, and then we got to our main target, which is at 63.63. Right here, we double bottomed. Okay, so here we double bottomed. Okay, we made a bullish divergence on that double bottom. Okay, so that we're claiming to be our wave 5. Okay, so out of wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay, bullish divergence on that wave 5. Okay, now here we're claiming that this setup here would be our wave 1, wave 2, and this is the start of our wave 3. Okay, so that's what we're basically saying currently right now in the market. Now, this channel here looks pretty good. It looks pretty nice. So in this channel, we have to think to ourselves, okay, we have support right here at 6, 7, 8, 9, 85. We have support there. I don't like this little slouchy thing, so this needs to go slightly further straight. Okay, I mean, it is kind of straightening out now, so that's good. But I don't like that stuff. Now, if we do pull back more than 6, 7, 8, 9, then we could pull back to the breakout area, which was 6, 7, 5, 6. But our support area is at 6, 7, 4, 3. So we could go all the way there and then set up and then go take off even more. Okay. So our breakout had a good volume on it. Good volume on it. On the breakout on the daily. Here we had good volume during the day. Now we're trending. Okay. Now this is an important part. Here's our downtrend. Okay, this is our 4-hour chart. Here's our downtrend. Okay, here's a high here, right here at 6,748, which is our support here. Okay, so right there at 6,748, there's a high there. Here's a high here at 6,684.75. Okay, we broke that high. We broke that high on this one, and we broke that high on this one as well. So we broke those highs on this breakout today. All right, that's good. That's very good. Okay, that tells us, okay, we're out of the downtrend, right? So we basically got out of the megaphone pattern right here. Okay, we got out of the megaphone pattern here. Okay, and we're pushing through, and we're setting up to go higher, right? Let's see here. Oh, so shoot. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do something there. Okay. All right. So we're in that downtrend there. The megaphone pattern, downtrend. Okay, we break out. We break out here. Let me clear some of these. Okay, that. Okay, that's that. Okay, we don't need this one. Okay. We don't need this one here. Okay. All right. We don't need this green anymore. Oh, we could put that back. Wasn't that bad. All right. All right, so there's a double bottom, bullish divergence here. Okay, we set up for that wave 1, pulled back that wave 2 sideways. Okay, and then it hit that lower end of the channel. Broke out of that downward channel of the megaphone pattern. Okay, got up out of it, held it, pushed away from it. Okay, and now we're hitting. Where are we hitting? Did I delete that? Let me see. Did I delete that channel there? Yeah, I did delete that channel. Let me put that back. There it is. Okay. All right. So now we're hitting the top of the channel on the previous downtrend here. Here, let me go back to the 4 hours. You can see it better. This channel right here. So we're hitting that channel, the top of the channel right there, which is that purple line. Okay, and we're also hitting the top of the 4-hour channel here. Okay. Okay, I don't like the sloping of that, but as long as it straightens out, it's going to be fine. Okay, like that, set up, nice bull flag. If it holds 6, 7, 8, 9, 85, that's going to be very strong. And it's going to take us to 6,900, 6,922, and our upward target is going to be 7,000. Okay, so these targets here, and then this target here. Okay, so right now it looks good for uptrend. Okay, it looks good. Could it pull back? Yeah, it can. Again, I said if we don't hold that 6789, we come back to that 6748. 6748 area. And that's going to be our support. And then that 6756 area is going to be that previous breakout. So those areas are going to be supportive. Okay, if we're below that, then we got some trouble. And we could pull back some. Could pull back some all the way back down here to 6600. Okay, and then below 6665.89, we got problems. Okay, we got problems, and we're going back to 6603. Okay, we got real bad problems, and this would be a false breakout and would be a wave 3. Okay, we can't get below 6653.75, or else it's not a wave 3. But if we could hold 6748 or higher, this is a perfect setup for wave 3, and we continue to go higher to 7,000. Okay, and I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do. Everything looks good on there. The trend looks good. We broke the upper trend. The downward trend. Broke the downward trend. We're outside of the megaphone pattern. We're set up pretty well. Okay, we just need to. It's probably, most likely, what I think, probably gonna get some chop sideways because we had such a big move. We're gonna get some chop sideways. Maybe tomorrow, and then Friday we make that move to that 6900, 6922. Okay, so chop around tomorrow, maybe pull back a little bit. If it pulls back a little bit, that's fine. We're gonna get some more ammo for higher for Friday. Now, if we pull back a lot, then we got problems. But I don't feel like we will be pulling back a crazy amount. If this pattern holds, this is going to be a nice pattern. I'd like it to hold here at 6789, but if it does hold at 6789, I'm going to say that's going to be a really strong bull flag and a very strong wave 3. So then we'll get to 7,000 easy. If we don't, and we pull back all the way back to 6748 or 6750, that area right there, then I think we could still get to that 6900, 7,000 area. But I think if we stay up here at that 6789, we're going to be able to get to that 7,000 real quick, and we'll get past that even better. Okay, even better. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm looking at, and I like it. I like it a lot. Markets closed strong today. Okay, but of course it has a hanging man on there. So if we don't continue to hold strong, we could definitely have that pullback. Have that pullback. On the daily, actually, on ES, you could see. Let's just clear this out for a minute. All right. So on the daily here, you can see that we're almost setting up like a V-shaped recovery. Okay, and that would be right here. So that's not that far from 7,000. So if this is a wave 3, I'm telling you, if we hold that area of 6790, right? We hold this area, and we hold that bull flag strong, we're going to get to that 7,000 fast. Okay, and then we're going to be right back to the highs. So this is coming, showing off as like a V-shaped recovery so far. So if it is, we have to hold tomorrow. Got to hold tomorrow, set up good, and we should be really good on that. Okay, but there is this block right here. This block right here is resistance. So that's where we're hitting right now. We're hitting that block, and we're also hitting this downtrend. So we're hitting that block of resistance that we fell out of, and we're hitting that downtrend. So there's two things that we're hitting. All right. So I'm saying if we're strong, we're going to hold this area and then break out, and we're going to V-shape recovery nasty to that 7,000. If we don't, we'll pull back. We'll pull back to that 6748 or 6750, which is right here. And then hold that channel, and then set up to eventually break back inside of this block, and then we go back to that 7,000. Okay. Important part is we got back above the 200 SMA. We're back above the 50 SMA, the 20 SMA. Now we just need to get back above the 100 SMA. Get back above the 100 SMA, and that looks good. That looks good. That looks like we're going to hit 7,000 easy. Okay, and more. All right. So right now, this is where we are. Right, we're in that area of resistance where we have the support area that we broke from here, and we back tested and failed twice. Okay, now we're coming back and we're testing it once. Okay, if we pull back, we'll set up either Friday to test it again or next week to test it again. And if we don't, I don't think we do it tomorrow, but if we do, it's very strong. But I would say it would be a fake out if we did it tomorrow. If we push tomorrow, I think it'd be a fake out, and we're going to slide back in. So that's what I think. If it's a breakout, we'd go inside, and then we'd probably end up the day right back outside. So I don't think we're going to run tomorrow. I think we're going to just go sideways. And if we do run tomorrow, we either run full on through to 6,900, or if we get only to like 68.50, it looks like it's gonna come right back down and fall back inside, and then try to either reject or set up for something maybe next week. But I'd rather it do nothing tomorrow, set up a bull flag, and then run it Friday inside, and then we get 68.50, 6,900 on Friday. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. I like it better that way. R size above 50. The volume is good. Okay, the squeeze is good. The stochastics are good. Everything's good. Everything's good to me. That's telling me that I think this is a wave 3. Okay, and I like it. And I think it's gonna go well. I think we're gonna go to 7,000. The only thing is, we have this resistance, we have that resistance, and we have the 100 SMA resistance. We have 3 areas of resistance right here. Do we have enough juice to push through it? With all these headline news and all this stuff, I don't like that. But you got to go with the trends. Okay, the wave 5's done. This is telling me this is definitely a wave 3. So I'm going to stick with it. Stick with it. You got to hedge up short term, but sticking with it for the longer term trend. Okay, so I think we're going to bust through and head over to that 7,000 area. Okay, and then from there, we see, do we break it and then go all-time highs again? Or do we stop there and then jump back into this consolidation zone again and then fall off again? Well, we'll see. We'll see. But if we break through this and we get back up here, most likely we go finish our wave 3 at 7,000, then pull back some, maybe at 7,440, then pull back some, and then set up for a push to 7,200 for a wave 5. Or you know what? We could even push this wave 3 to 7,200 if we could get past this 7,043 easy. Then we could definitely go here to 7,200, then pull back for a wave 4 to test that 7,040, and then set up for 7,400 on our wave 5 up here, and then keep on going. Okay, so that's what we're looking at on ES. Okay, let's go into SPY. Okay. I know it looks a lot more simpler when I did it the other way, huh? But so that's the levels that we're watching. All right, so SPY. Okay, let's go. Let's grab these. Take some of these off so we can see. All right. Okay. So SPY, again, you see here, we broke out of the downtrend of the megaphone pattern. Okay. We sat outside the megaphone pattern and we held it, and then we popped up. We're right between the 50 SMA and the 100 SMA, but we're at the top of the channel. So let's go to that 4 hour chart. And we can see that 4 hour chart is working really nicely. Okay. But again, we're at the upper end of that 4 hour chart. We're at the upper end of that 4 hour chart. Sorry. We're at the upper end of that 4 hour chart, and we hit it. We're going sideways. We have support right here, 671.34. Okay, but back tests of the go hard on calls. Remember, we had that go hard on calls above 66.82. So that is where we would back test and hold and set up this larger bull flag for a push to 868. We got 680 as well. So if we don't hold this 671.34, we go 666.82. I'm sorry, there's another one here. There's a 668.55. Okay. So we don't hold 671, we go 6685, and that is a 4 hour bull flag. 668.55 is a 4 hour bull flag support, and the back test of the go hard on calls is 66.82. Okay, we don't want to get that far. We just want to hold 671 like it did today, and we just want to go sideways tomorrow. we go sideways tomorrow. Friday we should go higher. Okay, should go higher and take off. If we do fall off tomorrow, we go 671. Okay, 668. And if it doesn't hold there, 666.82. Should bounce there, come back strong, and then form that bull flag on the daily. Because then the daily, where was it? Where it would come back here. Yep. As long as we don't gap down. We don't want to gap down below 671. Because if we gap down below 671, then this could be a shooting star, a hanging man. Okay, we don't want that. So as long as we open up around here and not below here, we're fine. And you know, the price action looks good to me. Price action looks great. We're just going sideways. Okay. And then our targets would be 686 and 696 for this bull flag here set up. And maybe we won't get that 690 this week, depending on how far we move aside. So if we move to the side, just do nothing tomorrow, chop around, then Friday we actually take off. We could possibly get 690. Barely. But either way, as long as we're not falling off and we're continuing the trend, that's what's important. And right now, you know, I'm going to show you the same thing. That inverse head and shoulders popped off on good volume. Of course, we have that bottom of the square right here. So this is where it fell off. Okay, now we're testing that. This is a big point. This is where it all started. Okay, so if we could get back over that, you know, that's good. Now it's like they threw us off the mountain, and now we're climbing over the mountain again. Okay, so that, and then we have the downtrend. We have the downtrend there, and that, and then we have the 100 SMA. All right. So again, it looks like a V-shaped recovery coming. It looks like it. We'll see if it happens. Let's go look at monthly chart. All right, monthly chart. Now it's starting to look like a bull flag. Okay, nice little bull flag there. Okay, and this looks like a bullish harami. Okay, and what does this look like? This looks like a bullish harami last week that's being confirmed by a bullish harami. So this high is what, 678.45? Maybe we just stay at 678.45. Maybe we consolidate. I think we'll get to 680 by Friday. I think so. I think 680, 681 by Friday. I think that's doable. If we pull back or do nothing tomorrow, I think that's doable. Okay. But here, bullish harami on the weekly. This week, held the 50, pushing towards the 20. We get over the 20 this week. Very strong. Very strong. That means next week we get to 690. This month, wow, this month just started, so I mean, if we really get a push, we could maybe even break all-time highs this month. Go 720, 710, 720. If we get 700 next week, I mean, who's not to say we can't get 720 by the end of the month? I mean, that weekly looks very strong. That weekly looks strong. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, but RSI is already coming above 50. Okay, the squeeze fired down, but now it's losing its steam. Stochastic's already turning around. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole thing is right here. We need to get over that. We need to get over that 679. Get over that 680, basically. We get over that 680, and we're almost like we're in it. We're above all our moving averages. We're in it, up in the box again, and we go 690, 696, 700, then 715, 720. That could happen this month. Okay, weekly is telling us we're good on the reversal as long as we could close. I mean, it looks like we are, but as long as we could close above 658, so basically 659, 660, as long as we could close above that, and this isn't a big reversal tomorrow, I don't see why not that we can't get 700 by 690, 700 by next week. I don't see why not. It looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay. So, what are we looking for tomorrow? We're looking for SPY to hold either 671, 668, 55, and 666, the lowest. If by Friday we're at 660, you know we're in trouble. Okay? You know we're in trouble. If we're at 660 or 660 tomorrow, you know we're in trouble. But looking how this thing looks, we should hold that 671 no problem. Maybe even the 674. Consolidate, then Friday, pop it up again. All right. That's how that one's looking. Okay. We'll do TechNext, right? But I think it looks good. You know, I know the big gap. Everybody's worrying about the big gap. Gaps don't usually get filled right away, though. You know, if it does, you know, we're in trouble because that gap is at 660. And we need to close over 660 today. I mean, this week. But, I mean, here's another situation. If you want to entertain it, we close at, say, 679 this week, 680. Okay, then next week we gap up. Okay, and we gap up to 683. Okay, we could easily just sell off a big candle like this back to 660 or 655. And that could be a trap. Could easily do that. It could easily do that next week if it wanted to. So I'm not too worried about it right now. I think I think it stays like this. I think it respects the channel. I think we go sideways tomorrow. If we go higher, I would just be cautious because of what I said. If we go higher and then we get rejected Friday, that'd be ugly. I'd rather go sideways tomorrow and go higher Friday. Okay, let's go NASDAQ. All right, NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ broke through, hit both of our targets here. Okay, broke through. Okay, remember what I was saying last week? Remember I was saying we broke down. We had the descending triangle. We broke down, and we came back up fast. I said we're gonna break through it. We're gonna break through to the upside, and we did. Okay, we broke down, and then we came through. We broke through to the upside. Okay, looks good. Okay, now, where are we at now? Let's see here. All right, let's go to a 4 hours chart so we can look at this better. Okay. All right, so NASDAQ does have a channel on it. Okay. Not the neckline. This is the gap fill. Okay. All right. So NASDAQ, I don't really like how these bull flags are forming, but you know it had such a big move. The price action is going to be a little choppy-ish right here. As long as it straightens out, I'll feel a lot better. But if this starts to like slant over, I don't like it. But right here, nice trend. Okay, this could be the 1. This is the 2. This is the start of the 3. So we go sideways here. We go 4. We go over that 25,000 right here. Okay, hold that. If we hold that 24,960. Okay, stay over that 25,000, and then get passed over. Push to 25,400, and our bigger targets 25,900, 2,600 up here. The trend is good. I like the trend. Okay. Again, if some news events comes out and we get pulled back down, on this one we want to stay above 24,600 because that's the breakout point. Want to stay under 24,600 or 24,600, and that's going to be the bottom of the channel. And then we could go. We don't want to get below for sure 24,450. 24,450. We don't want to get below that for sure. Okay, but steadily in the channel looks good. I like it. Like I said before, on this descending triangle pattern, we broke down. Okay, and then we immediately came back. It's like a V-shaped recovery. It really is. Okay. Okay, you had that descending triangle here. You had the descending triangle here, broke down. Okay, V-shaped recovery back to this high. And we broke this high. Big volume. RSI above 50. Broke the high here. Made a new higher high than this high. That's good. That's already telling us it wants to uptrend. Now, the only question we have, how much is it going to pull back tomorrow? Okay, does it go sideways and does nothing? or does it pull back? And if it pulls back, as long as it doesn't go below 24.5, I think we're good. Okay. So we definitely don't want to come all the way back here to 24,400. So I say 24.6 is what I said. So as long as we don't go below 24.6, and then we set up, we're gonna go higher. But I think it already is telling us we're gonna go higher. This high broke this high. The downtrend is broken here. We made a new high. Okay, now we just need to make a new higher low. If we can make the higher low right at that 24.6, set up, and then take off higher to 25.55, and then 26, and then our main target is going to be at that 26,400. Okay. All right. And yeah, right there, 24.6. Don't want to go lower than that. And then if we could just hold on and hang out at that 25,000 area, that'd be even better. And then set up to go higher tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Friday. That'd be good. All right. All right, let's go to QQQ. All right, QQQ. Let's just go straight to the 4-hour chart. See that inverse head and shoulder fired. All right. All right, here we want to hold that 604.95. If we don't, we want to hold that 600. Okay, we want to hit that 600 level. If we don't do that, we revisit 595. Now we don't want to go below that. That's a previous breakout point. Previous breakout point. Okay, we go below 590. That's real trouble. We go below 590. Yeah, 590. That's real trouble. So we want to stay in between, above 600 for sure, but above 605 would be the best, and just go sideways. But if we get at 600, okay, that's going to be a buy area. We'll bounce there. Set up, that's a bull flag area. Okay, see if we bounce there, 600 to 650, 650 or 695. I mean 690, 699. Okay, set up there. If we hold that area, then we should the next day fire it up. 610, 615, 622. All right. But trend still looks good, you know. Unless there's some news event that really takes us down, then I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it right now. Trend is good, volume's good, breakout's good. We made a new high on the daily here. Okay, so that 600 is going to be that 50 SMA as well. So as long as we don't gap down below 600, you know, and then 595 is that 200 SMA. You know, maybe it wants to revisit that for a second and then go. We'll see. But anything below 590, that's way no good. I don't even like it. I don't like it below 200, which is at 595.95, so 596. But I would like to hold 600 tomorrow, and then set up to go higher. Everything's telling me it wants to go higher. So We shall see if that is true. Let's take a look at some other stocks. Okay. IWM. All right, IWM hitting our hitting almost near our target, 263. Okay, what this one? Remember we did that here. Okay, so 264. Okay, it's 264. So squeeze firing up. RSI above 50. Volume coming in. Okay. Stochastics doing well. All right. Now we know we don't like these candles, right? The little hanging man candles, the little candles that are just sitting there. So, we don't like these candles, but when we have a lot of volume and a hard push, we get these candles. Okay, we get those candles. Let's see here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. We don't like those candles. We don't like these candles. We definitely don't like those candles, but we're just starting this push. So I still think we go sideways to do nothing. I mean, that's the best case scenario. We go sideways, do nothing, and then we take off Friday, or the end of day tomorrow, or the end of the day tomorrow, or the beginning of the day Friday, and start taking off. Oh, fuck, man. I don't know. My hand hurts so much right now. Okay. So bull flag on the 4-hour chart on IWM. Okay. You see that inverse head and shoulders fired as well. Okay. Maybe we come back and back test 256. But right here, this is support right now. 258.75. This one's bull flag is a lot better than the other ones I've been looking at. It's actually a little bit more straighter. Okay, I like that. So it still looks good. So we'll watch it. If we lose that 258, then it's 256. We lose that, it's 252. Now, I don't think they popped it here just to drop it back down, but maybe they did. But so far, I think it looks good. I think it goes higher. I don't think it goes higher tomorrow, but I think this week it goes higher. So Friday, and let's take a look at what the daily or the weekly's looking like. All right, weekly. So we got that inverted hammer inside. Then we have bullish candle and bullish candle here. Okay, coming to test this area here, the 264. It needs to test that 264, and then we'll see, does it reject that area or does it drop back down? Okay. See, monthly. Monthly looks good. Okay, it's just stuck in that little box right there for the monthly. Looks good still. Okay, squeeze firing up. Stochastics going well. RSI, RSI going out. Okay, everything looks good on there. All right, DIA, big jump out. RSI is over 50, yes. Volume on this one was low, though. Okay, I give you that. Every other one, volume was decently good. This one was low. Okay, we're hitting the moving averages here. Okay, where's our target there? Target's 484. Okay, 484 is our target. We're here. Let me see what we're at, the 4-hour chart. Okay, that had an inverse head and shoulders as well. It fired. Okay, I don't like this bull flag too much because it's kind of like going up and then sideways right here. It needs to flatten out. If it flattens out, it'll look a lot better to me. But I don't like that slow, big, and then slow, small, and then right here flattening out. You need to flat out a little bit more. Then it looks good. So tomorrow, not expecting much on these. Not expecting much on these. Maybe tomorrow's one of those days where indexes don't really do much, but we have certain stocks that do very well. Okay, so now let's get into some stocks. Hey Natalie, how you doing? Okay, CVX. All right, CVX. All right, CVX. We got some puts over here when it was sitting up here, and I think we got some more somewhere around here or some maybe here. I forgot, but we banked on puts today. We solid on puts. I said that we would probably retest that 189 breakout. We did. We did make a reversal here, but we need to see follow through. If this is a green day tomorrow, then that could be a reversal there, and we're coming back up. But we lost this channel here. Okay, we fell out of this channel bad. Okay, so that says we tested the back test, right? So let's go to the weekly. So here we go. So here, that could be a bull flag setting up. Okay, that could be a huge bull flag setting up. Okay, we did have a bearish engulfing here, and here is it's looking like a confirmation candle so far. We need to see it a little bit more, but this is a massive bull flag. Okay, so I wouldn't fret too much on oil. And here we're having an inside month, but we're still having a bull flag. So I don't expect oil to drop more, because I think if it does, we're gonna be settling around this 190, 188. So I don't really expect it to drop any more. I do think it's gonna consolidate. It's gonna consolidate because it's gonna see, okay, what's going on with all of this stuff. I think that oil has been hooked to market dropping, and so the initial reaction is that the market's going to drop and all this stuff, but I think when it all settles down, I think the market's still going to rally, and then this one's going to consolidate, and it doesn't have to drop. It'll consolidate, and then once the market gets a little bit back to where it was, I think this one starts to go as well. I think that these start to go as well. So am I done with oil? No, I still have the long calls for June. Definitely should have added to them when I took those put profits, but I feel like we're gonna chop a little bit. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, maybe this comes straight back up, but I do feel like we're gonna chop a little bit in this area because we're outside the channel. We just back tested. Maybe we're up a little higher tomorrow, but then we start chopping in between. I think between 198 and 192 is going to be the chop area, but I have not given up on oil. Okay. Okay, Tesla, that's the big one, right? Tesla. Tesla, the one that just keeps dropping. All right, Tesla, it just can't break this downtrending channel. Just can't break it. You know, we had that nice reversal yesterday. Then we gapped up to what, 364, 365. Then we sold right back down and took that one away. Bearish engulfing there. Okay, we didn't even get this this gap fill right here at that 373. So we're at the lower end of the channel. We're holding it. Okay. Tesla 4-hour chart. We can see that it's holding that channel. Okay, it held it yesterday. Then we came back. We held it right now today. Okay, RSI. Still got a little divergence on here. We have a bullish divergence on the hourly or the 4-hour chart. Okay, we have a double bottom on this hourly chart with the bullish divergence here on the hourly chart. So, you know, this one is just, I think this one is waiting on some kind of news. I know it got some bad news today saying, you know, it had a lot of inventory for its cars. So it wasn't looking at the analysts said that, you know, they're going to probably have major issues because they have a lot of inventory on their cars. But, you know, they made it public that they stopped producing, they stopped producing, or they're trying to stop producing Model X cars and S cars, and they're only going to produce Model 3s and Ys, and they're going to focus on only building robots and the cyber cabs. So, you know, I'm not sure if having those inventories is that bad, since they're going a new route anyways. And they're focusing on all of their autonomous things. But, you know, initially it looks bad, and the market's reacting to it. But I think it just needs to come out with some kind of news. Some kind of news is going to pop this thing up, probably like 50 points, and it's going to run just like it always does. You know, just like when it has some news and it pops, and then it starts just running. You know, if this doesn't go, it's going to go to 320. And 320 is, you know, major. So we had this triangle pattern. We had this triangle pattern right here in the middle. That's 320 right there. Right in the middle of that triangle pattern. So if it gets there, hits that, it's going to take all of this triangle pattern, and it should bounce and go back up. This here, right here, where it's at right now, it's the breakout of that triangle pattern. So you would think it would hold pretty strong. So that's what we're trying to bank on, that holding that initial break of that triangle pattern and hitting the lower end of the channel with the double bottom and the bullish divergences. But if it doesn't work out, if the market pulls back or sell, is weak, then, you know, this one could break down, hit that 320, and then reverse, come back inside, chop around, and then earnings might have to save it on what's that, 422. Okay, it's in like a week and a half. Okay, but I don't think it goes any lower than 320. Yeah, I might be wrong, but let's see. We have that 330 on that 100 SMA right there. Then let's see on the monthly. I don't think so. So it's just saying that this one double topped, coming out. We had that bull flag there. That bull flag support was at 357. I mean, the monthly, we could still come back up. We could still come back up and save this. I mean, this is a monthly chart, and the month's not over. It just barely started. So here we had an indecision candle, another indecision candle, two indecision candles. Here, this one we need a long wick at the bottom, then turn back up, and that will be a nice reversal month. A nice reversal month. If we could get a long wick at the bottom and come back up, that would be great. Okay, but so far, it's weak. Every pop, it just comes back down. Every pop, it comes back down. Pop, even with the market so strong today. I know I had those that bad news or on that one analyst, but either way, sold all the way down, plus some. Went hard green to red. It's never good to see on a Tesla, but if we could hold that double bottom, it could do something with that bullish divergence. If some kind of news comes out, because every time there's anytime there's some bad news that really is nasty and breaks the market down, sooner or later in the next couple of days, there's going to be some kind of other news that takes it up if the whole market's going up. That's just how it works. Especially if the market's going up high. All right. All right, Microsoft. All right, Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft, we had that bull flag that fired. We got to what? 385 exactly. Came back, gap filled right there. We held the bull flag. Okay, so that's good. We gap filled. We held the bull flag. Now, what tomorrow? Tomorrow, Microsoft has to hold that 374. Okay, push it. Okay, have some kind of inside day in there. And then I would like to see it close over 380. That would be great. Okay, that's that 20 SMA. So if we get a small gap up on Microsoft and have a candle like this, that'd be great. Okay, and that will show us that Microsoft will be forming some kind of channel. Okay, it would be something like this. Let me see what that looks like on a 4-hour chart. Yeah, it would be exactly something like that. So if that could happen, we could be setting up this channel. Okay. I don't like that it came all the way back inside, because that cancels out that wave 3 on Microsoft. But if we could hold this channel, get back above 374, maybe get above 380 tomorrow, that would be great. That would be the best case scenario, because this will say that this channel holds and we're going. RSI is right on 50. Okay, stochastic's not doing nothing. The volume was pretty. It was average today, but we need to hold that 374. We need to push away from it, get towards that 380. If we lose 370, then this one's going back inside. This one's going back to 367.77. We don't want that. We could deal with this kind of action right here. This kind of action is fine. It's still uptrending. It's still making higher highs and higher lows. It's just doing it nasty. But we could deal with it as long as it's making new highs and new lows. So here's a channel that's on the 4-hour chart. If we could hold above that 374 tomorrow and get back above 380 and then start just steadily grinding up, then that's gonna be golden. Okay, but right now on the 4-hour chart, it's telling us, okay, we got the upper channel. Okay, we rallied up all the way to the upper end of the channel and we couldn't hold it, but we held the lower end of the channel. So tomorrow we get back up. Maybe some news comes up. Maybe some doesn't. We'll see. If that rallies up, holds up to 380, golden. Okay. As long as we're above 374. Okay. If we close at 377, that'd be great. You know, Friday we close over 380, maybe at 383. That'd be great. All we have to do is close above 374 for the week. Okay. So we also hit the 200 SMA. So we hit the 200 SMA and the top of the channel. So we didn't, it didn't like that so far. All right. And then pulled back. But we're still above this 374. So we stay above that 374. It confirms the bullish Harami. And we continue higher. Okay. So as long as we close, if we could close the week above 379.36, so that's 380. If we get above 380 this week, that's going to be golden for Microsoft, because we'll be above the bullish Harami and we'll be above the 200 SMA weekly, and then that will take us to 400 next week. If we could do that, if we could close above 380, we could close above 380 by Friday. This is what Thursday. This is Friday. Okay, if we could go over, say 383, 383 on Friday. So today, say 384. We get 384 by Friday. Okay, then next week we could definitely get 300, 400. All right. So as long as this channel doesn't break, we don't want to see that channel break. All right. Well, we could tell that, you know, we're getting a little V, but it's not as strong as the stock market's V, not strong as SPY's V, not as strong as QQQ's V, okay, Nasdaq's V, okay. So tomorrow, even though the market I think is going to pull back or go sideways, hopefully Microsoft gets some news that it doesn't and it stays, because it needs to get that 380 to 383 by Friday. You know, unless we get some kind of crazy news Friday and that just makes it rip up out of nowhere and it gets it. But end of the story is Microsoft needs above 380. 380 is the minimum, I think, because that's the 200 SMA. You get over 374, cool. That's cool, but it's still weak. You get over 380, that's awesome, because you're over the bullish Harami and you're over the 200 SMA. That gets it a better setup for Friday, next Friday, to hit at least 400. Okay, or 398 during next week. Okay. All right. So that's Microsoft. So that's what we're going to be looking at on Microsoft. All right. All right. Disney. Okay, Disney finally filled that gap at 92.80. And okay, bull flag fired. Okay, RSI is getting above 50. So now it looks like it wants to do something. Okay. So now where's Disney going to go? It's going to go right here. 163. Okay. It gets over that 163. You got that 102.58. Gets over that 152.58. You got 106. You got 106. You got 106.13 right here. So you need that over that 100. You already broke out of this. So that's good. Disney looks good. Gap filled. Okay. Now, you know, it might be time for Disney. I know I said that before and it was just crap. But okay, here's that uptrend. Okay, here's that downtrend. Okay, that downtrend is done possibly. Hit the 200 SMA. Now it's making a bullish Harami on the monthly. So we could get to 102 to even 103 this month. Okay, this month can do that. Okay, the weekly. What do we got? We have a bullish Harami and we're getting confirmation. So that goes higher, that turns around. So Disney looks like it's bottoming for sure. Okay, so they're your targets. above that 98.35. We got 100.63 and then 102.58 and 106. But you're probably going to hit this 102.58 and have a little issue. And then, but as long as you get above this week, it looks good. Looks good. It looks good overall. Looks good for a bottom. All right. Let's see, TKO. All right, TKO. To me, it looks choppy. It looks choppy right here. It looks choppy in this zone right here. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, it looks choppy. It does have a Morningstar reversal right here, but it's still choppy. So, you know, until you get above 205.68, you know, it looks choppy. RSI is still not above 50. Squeeze forming. Okay. The lower end here is a buy area from 187 to 193. So still choppy in here. Yeah, you need to get out of this 205.68. Right now it's just choppiness. It looks good at this pattern right above the 200 SMA and the 20 SMA, but you still got these two right above you that you need to get away from. Okay. All right, Roku. All right, Roku. Okay, you got the bottom channel, you got the upper channel. You gapped up into the upper channel, you close the gap. Okay, now it needs to hold that 150. We hold that, and then this could do something. It's above all of this, so that's good. As long as it holds that 150 then you can start making a move to that 107.71 area. Looks like there's a channel there. Yeah. Take a look at that 4 hour. Yep, there's that channel. Perfect channel. Perfect channel. Okay, holds that. Then you could continue on going towards that 107 in that channel. All right. Oops. Okay, NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA 4 hour chart here. Okay, NVIDIA 4 hour chart. Bullish. Okay, no divergences on here. Looks good. All right, it's at okay, this 200 SMA is at 180.34. Okay, that's where that yellow line is, 180.34. We don't want to lose that, or else we come back down to 178. Okay, so where are we at right now? We're right there, 180.40. Okay, we don't want to lose that. This here it looks like a nice little bull flag. We need to hold that 180.34. You know, if we chop around in here between 180 and 183 tomorrow, that'd be perfect. As long as we close above 180.34. That is the key. Close above 180.34. Friday, we go higher. Okay, this is a bull flag. This is a bull flag support, 180.34, and it's also the 200-day support, 180.34. So we hold those areas. We're good to go. And then our Friday, I say we get 188. We could get 188 Friday if we hold between this areas, because I think maybe 185 test Friday, and if that breaks, 188 hits. Okay. We don't want NVIDIA below 178.87. That's death. That's no good. It's no good for us. It's no good for anybody. Let's see here. Okay. There's a little stretch here where this could be a inverse head and shoulders pattern. Here's the shoulder. Here's the head. And we're right at the neckline right here. And if we pull back to 177, shop around, come back up, we could rally on for inverse head and shoulder that way. But we still don't want to be below 177. We don't want to be below 178, 177. We could probably tap below it, come back up, build that inverse head and shoulders, and go. But I would rather us just stay in this channel and not break that 180, 34. Okay, so I'd rather us do that instead of that big daily one. But both of them are there. All right. Let's see, RWV. All right, CoreView. Last week we said that it's gonna do that V-shaped recovery. We exceeded that V-shaped recovery, got to 92. Okay, that's a big move from 70 or 67 all the way to 92. Big move, and best thing yet, we made a new high. Okay. So we acknowledge we made that V-shaped recovery that we said last week we would do. Okay, that was awesome. Okay, now we made a new high, and we're holding the breakout of that new high. Okay, so we have a squeeze, we have RSI, we have DMI cross, we have stochastics looking good. Okay. We have a gap fill right here at 94.94. That still hasn't been hit. Okay. We're outside the downtrend. We're a little farther outside the downtrend than we've ever been. That's great. Okay. We need to get over that 92.55. Once we do, we get to that 98. Then we got to get past that 103. Once we get over that 103, it's gone. It's gone. 110, 120, 140. And then 146. Yeah. Yep. It looks good. It looks good. I think by next month we could get that 110. If not by this month, if we could get past that 100, depending on how the market acts this week. If we get that breakout Friday like I want, then I think we'll do well. I think we'll do well on CoreView. Let's look at the weekly here. Okay, weekly, nice bottoming tail. What did I tell you guys last week with the bottoming tails? I said we're going to have a big candle here, and that's going to be the breakout point. And here we are. We're having that big candle. Friday SPY breaks out. This one goes 95, maybe even 90. I mean 98, 95, 98. If we get the SPY breakout, we go 95, 98. So overall, this one, I love this one long term. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I've been saying this one since here. So what was that, a month ago? I've been preaching this one since a month ago. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but this one for that area, we hit that here again. We hit that V-shaped recovery. We got longer term out. We got May. We got May and June, right? So I mean, they hit today. We sold some today, and then we added some. So even though it's been choppy, we're still making money eventually on this one. And then once this really goes, we're gonna make a lot of money on it. A lot of money on this. Here's the thing that the market does to you. Chops you around, throws you for a tumble dry. It flips you around. So then finally when it goes, you see profit and you take it, and then it keeps going, and then you're chasing, and then you're scared to get in there because the market's been tumble drying you on high for all of this time. And then finally when it goes, you're just like, oh, damn, no, I'm not going to jump in. It's going to hurt me again. And then it takes off. And then all of a sudden it's at 120 and you owned all of this at 70. And, then you hit 140 and you're like, damn, it doubled up. And I was scared to get in. That's why you buy long on these areas here. You buy longer and then you just wait it. See, every time it tries to break out, okay, add some. And then boom, when it does, we take off, run it, and then you get that profit. You get that profit, and I think Corvus is one of those where this thing fake broke out on us. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times? So six time. It better take off. If it gets underneath 83 or 84, 43 again, this is just pain. But RSI looks good, squeeze looks good, stochastics, everything DMI. Volume, we just need a little bit more. We need a little bit more volume. Need more volume. Okay. All right. Okay, AMD's been a beast. We wanted to play it short to that 170. It would not drop. It would not drop below that 200 SMA. And that just showed you how strong it was. So what do? We switched the calls. And now the calls are paying. I think we made over 100% on the calls today. Something like that. I mean, yeah, I think we got them for like $5 or $6, and they're worth like 13 right now, 13, 14 maybe. But AMD, we're in this channel. Okay, in the channel, we broke out of here. Okay, this here is 226 is the breakout point. Okay, 225 is a support area, but 226 is a breakout point. This one we hit a low of 227, and it ramped up. Okay, we don't want to see this drop below. We don't want to see this gap below 227.09 or 227. We don't want to see a gap below there, because then we're in trouble. Because if it gaps below 227 and we sell off underneath 222, then this is a false breakout and we're shit out of luck. And I don't really feel like we should be in that situation. We've been dealing with this so long, but it doesn't matter how I feel. The market's going to do how it does. But we're outside of this consolidation finally. The gap fill right here is 237. We're almost there. The RSI has been begging us to break out, and it's breaking out, and it's going. Squeeze is firing to the upside. Okay, stochastics looks good. DMI looks great. Everything looks good. We're outside of this consolidation here. Now we're outside of this consolidation here, this one. So, this is telling us we're going to at least 248. So 250. Okay. So I like it. Okay, let's see the 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart looks good. Okay, come back. So, this one needs to straighten out a little bit. Straighten out. But if we straighten out, I think we get 240 Friday. Yeah, I think if we straighten out, do nothing, I think we get 240 Friday. 240 Friday is definitely in the cards. 237 maybe. If we get 237 tomorrow, then I don't really know. I really don't want it to, because if we get 237 tomorrow, that's the gap fill, and then we could easily turn back down. I don't want that. But if we don't, we do consolidate Friday, and then consolidate Thursday, and then Friday we take off. We get 240, 245. Okay, and then next week, 250, and that's where we really want to go. That 250 area is where we really want to go. 240 is cool, but 250, 255, that's where we really want to go. And 260, 280 is where I really want to go. Okay. So it looks good still. It looks great. But be careful with that 237. If we hit that too fast, it might just gap fill and then come back down. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that. I want us to continue on the trend. We're outside of all of this BS. I hope we stay outside of all this BS and we start trending up. Okay. And this is that third wave, because that third wave is going to take us to 270. We're going to go to 270 on that third wave. So 270 is where we're thinking we're going to go. So all those long calls that I got for June and May 15th, I know I sold some Mays today because they were at like $13. So we doubled up on them. But I'm really targeting that 270. But, we had a massive gap up. You always got to sell on massive gap ups, because the market's going to pull back. AMD really didn't pull back that much today. It really didn't pull back that much where we were at. We hit at 234, then we came back down and then bounced right there. And right there at 230, 233, I mean, it stayed pretty strong, So as long as this doesn't lose that 228 just like it did today, I think this one stays strong and we go higher. I think this is one of the strongest techs that I've seen so far. Strongest tech that I've seen, except AVGO. AVGO's stronger than every tech. But yeah, AMD, I think it's strong. Strong. I mean, I guess Intel pretty strong too. Intel took off as well today. Let's see. Oh, yes. All right, so we got SLV. All right, SLV silver. All right, SLV. Okay, so SLV hit support today at 66.59, and it bounced, which I liked. But did it gap fill? Didn't gap fill? Did it? And no, 66.25. Okay, but it held its 20 SMA. That's good. Okay, so let's take a look at it on the 4-hour chart. All right, 4-hour chart. We got something going on right here. Let me see what it is. Yeah, here we go. Got it. All right, so this is kind of like a weird channel there. All right, so we got that channel there. Okay, it's holding that 66.59 area. So if we continue to hold that, we'll still hold that channel, and we go higher from there. Okay, let's see here. Okay, no bearish divergence, so that's good. I thought we did. I thought it double top, but it didn't. So that's good. That's good. So this still has a chance. Okay. So here we go. Here's a better look of uptrend. Okay. Okay, as long as we're still making higher highs and higher lows, we're good. Okay, if this is the low that it's going to make, I think this one could still come up and go higher. It looks good so far. We need to hold that 66.59, where it's holding exactly right now. And then we need to get back above 67.57. And then we need to get back above 68.72. And then we could start to revisit these highs at 70. 70. It's been having a hard time at that 70 area. Been having a hard time at that 70 area. I know a couple times. Is that 70 area? Let me see. 70. Okay. So all of that. All of this. Okay. So there's your channel. Okay, you hold up there. This one could make a move Friday as well. Into 70, into 72, 73. There's a possibility of that. But we need to hold that 66.59. Maybe a gas fill at 66.26 real quick, but it needs to hold that 66.59. Okay. All right, and you said the stock I was looking at that you liked. What was that one? Nokia? This one, Nokia? We have long calls on this one. We have till, I think, January 2028 or January 2027. Or I think we have both. Maybe January 2027. And then 2028 as well. Not sure. I gotta look. But either way, this one broke out today on high volume, 181%. Okay, broke out. It's in a channel. Let's check that channel out. Okay, channel looks good. We got a nice bull flag. Oh, that's a nice bull flag. You see how it's straight? You see how it's up and straight? That's what I like to see. I don't like these little flimsy ones like let's see. This one doesn't really have any flimsy ones. Like this right here, and then it just kind of goes down. It's just like up and down. I don't know. This one doesn't really have any. Like this one, up and then down. Like don't like the flimsy ones. I like the ones that go up straight. That's why I was saying on all the other stocks we're looking at, I said we need to flatten out. We need to flatten out on these bull flags on SPY, QQQ, and all this. We need to flatten out. Because if we flatten out, it's starting to look like this. This looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. Big volume, straight ahead, holding the breakout. Looks great. Let's go to 1 hour. Yeah, perfect. Here, straighten out, straighten out, down here, straighten out. Yeah, this one looks like it's going to go 970 to 982 tomorrow. Yeah, 982 probably tomorrow it hits. Maybe even a little bit more. This one looks good. I like it a lot. This one I like a lot. Nokia, like a lot. I know somebody was looking at the monthly. So we got in this one at $5. Yeah. So right when it was breaking out here, we got in here. Maybe $6 because we're breaking out here, and then it just started taking off maybe like 3 months ago. It looks good. So our target here is 980, but our major target is 1547. Yeah. See. Yeah. Oh, 1547. Maybe 38 one day, but right now not happening. Okay, but Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good. I think it continues on higher tomorrow. Actually, I think that's the only bull flag I've liked so far. That looks solid, and that's on hourly and 4 hour. I like that a lot. Okay, that one's a long-term one and a short-term one. Look at the volume. The volume that it's been having lately, above average, above average, above average, above average, all above average. Okay, looks great. I think it continues on, and it continues to go higher. Okay. All right. All right. Shop. All right, Shopify here. Not really giving me much. Okay. We got a weekly bear flag. But trying to hold this area here. So this is that nasty price action where, you know, it's chop. It's a chop bear flag, but it's probably not going to fire bear flag. I mean, depending on how the market goes, but considering the market looks like to me it wants to go higher eventually, maybe not tomorrow, but Friday and next week. This is going to chop in between these areas. I mean, it's testing the RSI 50, but this thing's not looking the greatest here. Okay. And then here you got like a little, you got a shoulder, you got a head, and then this looks like maybe it's making a right shoulder, possibly. I don't know, but anyways, it's not really giving direction right now. Very choppy, very structurally sideways. So not looking the greatest. Let's see, 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, maybe there's a pattern here. Maybe a channel. Okay, possible channel here. Possible channel here, slightly up, but a lot of chop. Like this could chop for 3 days, 3 days straight after it's already chopped around today. So I mean, considering how this channel is very slight, it's slight of a channel. It's a very slight channel. So you know, you would probably want to buy near 120, 119 area. And then, you know, sell near 125, 126 area. Okay, but it's going to chop. It's going to chop. This thing's not ready yet. I don't know when the earnings are, but it's probably going to chop for the whole month. Not really seeing anything else on there. Okay, all right, Apple. Okay, Apple. Now, Apple's outside of this channel. I mean, this chop channel, this box consolidation here. It is our size above 50. Squeeze forming, but you got to remember, there's a massive downtrend right here in Apple. Okay, so I think I said this last week, that you could break out of this channel. I mean, this box consolidation. It's telling you it will go to that downtrend right there, but that's target. So that's it. That's all you get. So you pop up, get 265 and then 268. So you got a $10 move potential. So that's what you have. So above this 257, yeah, you got that $10 move. You could be bullish there. You just gotta keep a stop loss 256.50. 256.50 or 256.40. But yeah, it looks good for a $10 move. Gotta be careful with that downtrend though. All right. Meta. Okay. So Meta popped off today. Kind of remind me of Microsoft, but it didn't sell off as bad. But it had that little bull flag there and it fired. Okay, and it hit that bearish below. That pink one is bearish below. That's where it initially dropped off. So it hit that and now it made a indecision candle. Okay. Indecision candle. So now it's a pain in the butt because now you have this. Now you have this now you have this area of chop. So you need to be above 630 to be bullish, and you got to be below 591 to be bearish. And then in between, you're just going to chop. That's a big indecision candle. So let's take a look on the 4-hour chart. Okay, looks a lot better on the 4-hour chart. Here we have a bull flag set up. Okay, as long as you hold above 608, you're good for a bull flag setup. Okay, and then once you break that 630, you could go 650. Okay, and then you want to be that because you need to be above 642.23 to be bullish above, and then you want to get past that 626.50 because that's bearish below, and you hit that and you're holding, you're coming down. So this bull flag setup is setting up that it needs a breakthrough, and your first target would be 650 and your next target would be 665 on these bull flags. So it's a nice big bull flag. If it does nothing tomorrow, that's great. Friday could take off. Love it. Okay, you just don't want it below 591. You don't want it below this here, 591. You don't really want it below 600, but 591 is the line in the sand where this bull flag is no good, and the indecision candle is saying you're going bearish now. Okay. Okay. So could be a nice setup for and that correlates with this box right here. Okay. All right, GGG. All right, GGG. Here we go. All right. Graco. All right. So good and bad here. So good. RSI is above 50. Nice volume today. Squeeze setting up. Stochastics looks good. Okay. And you got out of this consolidation box right here. That's good. Bad news is you got resistance right here, right at 89.17. Got resistance right there, and then you have this little hoop right here that could be a shoulder. So this could be the head. So you could pop it right here to 89, which is $1.10 more, and then pull back, set up an inverse head and shoulders, and then on earnings, which is in a couple weeks, then pop off. So you could stay above here. You could go a little higher, then come back, stay in this zone, and then earnings maybe pop or drop. But it doesn't look like it's ready to go yet. It looks like it wants to, but I don't know if it could get past that 89. The 89 is very strong. Very strong. And the 50 SMA is right there as well. So I don't think you'll get past it in one shot. But if the markets turn very strong Friday, you know, unless this doesn't go with it. I mean, it popped with it today. So if it doesn't do it much and then hits it Friday, maybe. But if it doesn't get this, if it doesn't pop over this week or early next week, then it's going to chop around until earnings and then make a move probably. All right. Region, okay. All right, this one looks good. It looks decent, at least. My God, let's see. What am I doing? Okay. All right, so longer term view, you have a bullish pennant. Longer term view, you got a bullish pennant on here, and it looks good. It looks good. Okay, monthly, same thing. You got a bull flag on the monthly. You got a bullish pennant on the weekly, and on the daily, you have almost a descending triangle. Okay, but it looks good. Looks like it wants to break out. You got RSI above 50, holding it. Very nice. Nice volume. Squeeze setting up to the positive side. Looks like it could break out. But the big breakout here, it's not going to be until you are right here. 781.35. Okay, once you break that, you'll be out and you'll run. And where will you go? You'll go here. 815 and 840, and that's if you could get past that 821. But considering if you don't top out at 815, then you'll get past 821 and then you'll get 840, but you got to pass that 781 first. Looks good all the way around though. NBIS here. All right, this one we call the claw pattern here. We got the little claw right there. We got the crab right here. Then we got another claw right here. This one, I don't like these patterns at the top of a trend. I don't like them at the top of a trend. Maybe at the bottom of a trend, but not at the top of the trend. Just not. But here coming out the monthly, you look like you have a larger bull flag on there. And it looks good, decent. Okay. Larger bull flag on the monthly looks great. Okay. On the weekly, not so much. Got a squeeze on the weekly and an RSI above 50. That's good. Okay. Okay, this little crab right there, crab claw. So tomorrow you got to see, do you gap down below 119? If you do that, that's no good. Okay, if you gap down a little bit, whatever, doesn't matter. If you gap down a little bit, then you sell off. It doesn't really matter as long as you hold 115 and then you come back up and hold this bull flag here that you have. Okay, only thing that matters is if you gap down below 119, then you have a problem. Okay, otherwise, not too bad. Let's go to 4 hour. All right, here, I don't think we have a channel here. No, we don't. No channel here. But we see, you see how this bull flag, it's like up and then just down. Not a fan of that. Like it up and then straight. This one, not a fan. This one needs to come back up here and straighten it out. You need to straighten this out. You straighten it out right here. So this needs to come back above, straighten it out. Okay, if that does that, maybe it looks better. But this here, going up like a pyramid, those are the ones I call pyramids. No good. No good on those. Don't like them. Okay. But overall, this stock doesn't look bad long term. Short term right now, it's probably going to go with the market. And so tomorrow, I think, slight pullback to chop day. And then Friday, I think we got something to get going. Okay. And I think that's what's going to happen. Okay. All right, Intel. Oh man, remember when we got this one at $20? $20? We sold it at 54. Now it came back, it's almost 60. Our top target was 66.90. Yep, 66.90. Okay, this bull flag broke out. We make good money on this one. Really good money on that one. Okay, so all right, let's here. I gotta close all this out. Okay. 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 Do I see a channel for me here? I do. I do see a channel there. Okay. All right. You guys can see a lot better now. Okay. All right. Bullish channel. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so we got a couple things here. Okay, first off, we got big volume today. Huge volume, squeeze firing. Our side looking good. Going great. Pushing through. We got 59.80 is our target. Okay, but we're right at the channel. Right at that channel. Okay. So we got one or two things. We did push with big volume. Looks good. We got to get through that channel. If we could get through that channel and hold above 59 and even hold above 60, then that means we broke out of this channel. And if we do that, we get 66 really fast. And shoot, this one makes its way to 100. That's going to be crazy. If not, tomorrow we come back inside 58, and then we sell off a little bit, and then that's the top. It's a top, and then you either chop around here, come back here to this area of here, this gap fill, Okay, you then come back, make an inside day, and then come back down here. And this is a large bull flag, but most likely it's going to chop around and then come back down here to 50, and then set up, chop around here, and then continue on up later when it has room. Okay, or chop around till earnings. But right now, you see how this one broke out of here, and then boom, came back down in here, and then chopped around, and then boom, ran up again. It's doing the same thing. Okay, doing the same thing. So we might hit that 59, but if we come back inside, I just think it's a hard risk right here. So if you even hit 59.80 tomorrow, I would suggest you get puts just a hedge, because you could fall back inside just like here. And if you don't, you keep running. If you had 62, you get rid of those puts, and then you could go. But yeah. Past experience repeated himself. So I would say, be careful there. I would hedge up. But if we get through that, targets are there. Okay. All right, BBAI. Man, this stock. Oh, this stock really took a shit, huh? It's not showing any strength right now. Not showing any strength at all. You're at 50 SMA here. You had a 50 SMA here. You had an indecision candle last week or last month. Okay, it needs to make a move up now. Last week it had a bullish Harami. This week it's not doing anything. You need to close above 363 this week. You need to close above 363 this week. So you need to close above this week, or else it's no good. It's just chopping around. So that's what it is right now. All right, this stock. Oops. Okay, this stock. All right, RSI is holding 50. Okay, positive momentum. Stochastic's not really there. DMI is not really there. Have a bull flag, but you're having 758 as resistance hard. You're holding 636, but you're having a 50 SMA resistance here. This looks like it might consolidate for a little while before it makes a move. I don't know what this was, but it was probably news driven or something of some sort. So this tells me that it's going to chop around until there's some kind of other news. So this is a news driven stock or something. I don't know what it is. Let's see, what is this? It's a Federal Mortgage Association financing option. Okay. Yeah, I had some kind of news thing. This is gonna chop around. This is could it be a set up for maybe a wave 3 up? Maybe, but I need to see more. I need to see a lot more right now. It needs to hold 636, and if it could break through 8, then maybe you got something. But right now it's chopping around. All right. Okay. All right, Lucid. Lucid, not looking good. It needs to get back above 945. Can't do that. Oh, what is that? $3? Yeah, Lucid not looking too well. Yeah, not looking too good on the upside. Looks like it's gonna. It looks like it's back testing and confirming down. So if it breaks breaks 862, if it breaks that, it's going lower. It's going to the 6s, 7 and 6s, and then you got earnings coming up next month. So right now, no good. All right, Tesla, Meta already did. Okay, Netflix. All right, Netflix. Okay, not so bad as I thought. So Netflix broke out and failed the other day, held, and now it's holding here. It's making a bull flag. Okay. It's making a bull flag right at the breakout point right here. So it has another bull flag at this bull flag here. So it has a daily bull flag on the monthly bull or the weekly bull flag here. Okay. Okay, if it could hold that 97.40, then this could set up. When's earnings at? 16. This is gonna go with the market though. If we don't do anything tomorrow and then we run with the market Friday, I think this could run too. If not, we don't do anything or we pull back. This is gonna chop around in here. But other than that, you just gotta wait on that bull flag. Okay, UNH. Okay, UNH had some kind of news after hours yesterday and popped up hard. Now, I don't like this setup. Now, I could tell you, I've seen this setup so many times, I don't like it. Whenever you have a hanging man with a bearish engulfing right next to it, usually falls. Usually. I'm not saying that's going to happen this time. That's what it usually happens. Let me see if I can find one. Okay. Similar to this, but I mean this is a more it's at the 200 SMA and the 100 SMA, and they can't hold both. You know, it's kind of signaling it's gonna pull back to 290. But let's look at the 4-hour. Okay. See, this is let me see. Don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. If this was a little higher, then it would be as bad as I thought, but it's right below this, so that's okay. So you don't want to be below this 298. If you get back below 298.85, you're going to 290. So I don't like the daily. The 4-hour is okay. It has a bull flag still, but you don't want to get below that 298.80, because then you're going to 291. Yeah, and that's pretty much almost a low. So you don't want to. You want to be breaking this low, because then if you break that low, you're going to come down here. And that's where you get just broke out of. And then maybe even come down even lower, and then come back for the earnings. But yeah, it doesn't look too. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it right now. Google hit 320 finally. Had that V-shaped recovery. Very nice. Okay, so that's really nice and big. It made a new high as well. Okay, so this was one of our targets there. RSI above 50. Stochastics looks good. Check out that 4-hour. Oh, that 4-hour looks pretty good, actually. All right, channel. Okay. All right. Okay, this one. Again, this needs to straighten out. Okay. Needs to straighten out. Needs to hold that 215. Needs to straighten out and go and chop around in here. And then from there, we could go there 225. Okay, 225 and then 230. Okay, as long as we stay in between 315 and 320 or 320. Maybe go a little bit lower, but I would like it to stay above 315 so it could straighten out. And then go 320, 330. Okay, in this channel. That looks good. Okay. Daily. That looks okay. GME. Okay. All right, GME. This one, maybe cup and handle. Yeah, maybe cup and handle. Right here, okay, higher low, higher high, maybe higher low. But I don't see anything super ready. It's just consolidation, really. Can't get over the RSI 50. Stochastics is rejecting. Bearish engulfing. A lot of chop right here. Moving averages, it's fighting with them. And that's what happens when you get in between 4 different moving averages. It starts being very choppy. Okay, Boeing used to do this a lot. It gets very, very choppy inside. You don't want that. You don't want that. Right now, I don't see nothing interesting. Maybe cup and handle. But this is just straight chop consolidation. You need to stay above 22. You need to stay above 22. Yeah, more like 22.50. You need to stay above that. Okay. All right. Coined. All right, coin here. Okay, we need to close above 190. We need to close above 190.70. In order for coin to be bullish, we need to close above 190.70. It's having a hard time doing that. Okay, it almost hit that today. Hit 190. No, hit 187.57. 189.57. But it needs to get above 190.70. Gets above that all day, you buy it all day. All day you want. You need to get above that. Otherwise, you're not making a new high. You're making lower highs, lower highs. This is still lower high. Okay, you're making higher lows, but you're not making the highs. Okay? Once you break that 190.70, then you're breaking the highs, then you could go do buy. Otherwise, we're just having troubles with it. Nothing but pops and drops. You break that 190.70, you're good. You break that 213.70, you're even better. But right now, you got one goal. Break that 190.70. Once you break that 190.70, all good to go. All good to go. Let's check out the monthly. Okay, candles are doing nothing. We got a bottom tail here. They got a inverted hammer here. We got a doji right here. That means nothing's happening. Weekly. We got an inside day bullish Harami indecision candle. Okay. We need to close this week above 180. Okay. So this one's not even above the 180 yet. We need to close that above 180. This is holding the 200 SMA. Needs to close above 180. And then that could be a reversal. But overall, you need above 190.70. Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for coming to the sessions. SCDG, okay. Okay, well, this one right away, you could tell the problem. This is the bull flag support at 45.15, and that 20 SMA, you lost it. Okay, doesn't mean that the bull flag is necessarily dead, but it is necessarily weak. Okay, so you need to get back above that 45, or actually 46 or 45.60. You need to get back above that, and then your bull flag could be okay again. But right now your bull flag's weak. Okay, your last support on your bull flag is 40. You get below 40, the bull flag's dead. Okay, it's 39.90. Okay, you get below 40, your bull flag's dead. No more bull flag. Right here, 42, bull flag's weak. You get back above 45.60, your bull flag's healthy again. Okay, right now you're in a you need back up, because if you lose these two, your bull flag's gone. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Okay, answered all you guys' questions. Thank you for hanging out. See you guys next week. Let's see if the market continues to chop around tomorrow, and then we rally Friday. Okay, if not, we pull back. We got to be hedged. Okay. All right, good night.